Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's House Assembly. I've got quite a bit to get through. There's a quick update on the Fantasy Premier League, and then I'm going to announce the Community Duty winners for last half term, and they will get pizzas next week. After that, I'm going to announce the winners of the commendations and behaviours for each year, and they will get bacon butties, although I haven't organised when that will happen, but I will let their form tutors know in due course. There's a quick house competition update to let you know how you're all doing. Then there's a musical interlude before we go into your individual house captains' presentations, depending on your house. So first of all, the Fantasy Premier League. I only took that off the site today, and it's already out of date because it shows Lucas Digne in an Everton shirt, and he's since moved to Aston Villa and actually played for them this weekend. So that's slightly out of date. But let's have a look how all the teams are doing in the actual league, Premier League. And Manchester City at the moment are running away with it, 11 points ahead of Liverpool, although Liverpool do have a game in hand. Chelsea's then in third place. West Ham had a loss this weekend, which has dropped them back a bit. And they've got Arsenal on their backs, and they've got 2 games in hand on them. But Tottenham have got actually 4 games in hand on West Ham. So it's going to be interesting. Manchester United seems to be fading away a bit at the moment. So the manager of the month for December was announced in my last Fantasy League update, and it's Lennon Borg and Sam Evans, but I didn't have a picture of them with their prize money, so I thought I'd include that today. So well done to those boys. The league standings at the moment, however, show Ollie Stote with a sizable lead over Lennon Borg and Sam Evans. Mr. Bunny has also overtaken Mr. Campbell, albeit by 1 point. As far as the Staff League standings go, Mr. Bunny is now ahead of Mr. Campbell, as I said. And then there's a chasing pack, which is led by Mrs. Hook and Mrs. Asquith. Mr. Manley is having a really good season and is presently moved up into 6th place. The bottom half of the Staff League standings is led by Mr. Roberts, followed by Mr. Berryman. I've managed to sneak up to 13th place, a couple of points behind Mr. Savory, but it's a long way to go yet. And Mr. McLeod is going to need to do something soon. The fixtures for game week 23, which comes up starting Friday. Some interesting fixtures there, especially I think the Man United West Ham game, and also on Sunday, the Chelsea Spurs game. So make sure you get your team sorted before then. Community duty results for the autumn term. So I'm pleased to announce these today. So I'll announce them from year 7 up to year 10. And actually in year 7, it was hard to pick between the 6 houses because the same points were recorded for Campbell, Edison, Smeaton and Winstanley. So I'm afraid we had to do a draw. And in that draw, Smeaton were the winners. Now they should collect their pizzas on Monday the 24th during break 1 in refuel 1. If their form tutor cannot be with them, then I will be there to help distribute. Year 8, very similar situation this time. 3 houses tied, Campbell, Edison and Smeaton. And again, we had to do a draw for this, and Campbell won that draw. So they will collect their pizzas on Tuesday the 25th during break 1, and again, that will be in refuel 1. A bit easy with year 9 and 10 as there was only 1 winner. Year 9 winners were Winstanley. They can collect their pizzas on Wednesday the 26th in refuel 1. And the year 10 winners was Edison. They can collect theirs on Thursday the 27th. This time it's break 1 still, but it's in refuel 2. Now, on to the commendations and behaviours for the last term. So I'll start with year 7 first. And I'm going to do this in 3rd place, 2nd place, and 1st place, and try and explain to you the way we scored this. So we look at both commendations and behaviour. And in 3rd place, we had 7p. Now, they were in 3rd place for commendations and 5th place for behaviour. So if you look at the 3 and the 5, that's 8 points. The idea is to get as few points as possible. So if you're first for commendations and first for behaviour, then you'd only have 2 points. In 2nd place was 7S. And they were actually first for commendations and 4th for behaviour. So 5 points in total. And in 1st place was 7W. They were second for commendations, first for behaviour, so only 3 points, so the highest, if you like, of the lot because they had the least points. So well done to 7W, and I will let you know when you can get your bacon butties. The certificates will be coming out soon. On to Year 8. So in Year 8, in third place, we had 80, fifth for commendations and first for behaviour. Well done to them. And in second place, we had 8P. Now, you second for commendations, fourth for behaviour. Now, if you look at both of those, their points both added to 6. When points add up to the same, we look for the one who has the most commendations, and that is why 8P pipped 8E into third place. And in first place, we've got 8E, who were third for commendations, first for behaviour, which is 4 points. So well done to them. On to Year 9. Commendations and behaviour. In third place, we had 9C, sixth for commendation, but first for behaviour, 7 points in total. Second place, 9N, first for commendations, fifth for behaviour, 6 points in total. And in first place, 9W, who were third for commendations and first for behaviour, so only 4 points. So again, well done to them. On to Year 10. In third place, we had 10P, and they were fourth for commendations and first for behaviour, 5 points. Second place, 10C, second for commendations, third for behaviour, again 5 points. But because they were higher up as far as commendations went, they got second place. And finally, in first place, we had 10S, first for commendations, fourth for behaviour, again 5 points, but they had the best or the highest number of commendations. So well done to 10S. Well done to all of you. So this brings me on to the House Championship. So if we look at the Competition Cup, obviously Sports Days in there, a lot of the house fixtures that Mr. Campbell's been running are in there. I don't think we've got the table tennis results in there yet, but you can see that Campbell and Winstanley are leading this with Newton in third place, but it's pretty close between all 6 houses. And then we come on to the extracurricular. Now, this involves quite a few things. So outdoor ed, any bronze, silver or gold awards that are finished in the last year get included in this competition. There's the math challenges, so the junior math challenge, the intermediate math challenge and the senior challenge. They also get included in this. And I think I'm due to get the senior results soon. And then there's the SPAG challenge, which has already happened. And there's the science Olympiads. I think one of them was the physics one not so long ago, and I think there's a biology one coming up. So they all get included in that. And the Community Cup we've already talked about, and I think Campbell and Edison and Smeaton fared best in that overall, and you can see that shows up in the points here. I haven't included any of the points since Christmas, so I've still to do that. And then we've got curriculum challenges. So curriculum challenges are things like we had a poetry competition in English, we had a photo that physics competition, and we also had the transition challenge for the year 7s coming from year 6. So all those points went in, and Newton have got a healthy lead there, followed by Smeaton and Edison. All of this goes to feed in to the House Championship, but commendations first. Commendations, as you can see by the axis on the left-hand side, the merit shield, the points, more points are awarded for commendations than anything else. And that's where you can see that Newton is close to 90 points, which is a large portion of what the overall score is. So they're doing really well, with Smeaton in second and Edison in third. And Campbell really is lagging behind the other houses here as far as commendations go. This feeds into the overall points. And as I said, with 80 or 90 points for commendations, that's a large proportion of the overall points. And that's really helped Newton to be well in the lead at the moment, with Edison and Smeaton in second and third. Campbell and Priestley at the moment are lagging behind. Okay, I'd like you to listen to this musical interlude from Tarka Little. Well done, Tarka, and thank you very much, everyone. I think I had very difficult circumstances there with no recording studio, so the sound was affected somewhat, but he's done a really good job. I'm sure you'll agree. So at this stage, I'd like you, once you've seen your own house assembly, if you have some time spare, it's worthwhile looking at the one from Smeaton, which talks about a Sherpa who took on a challenge, embraced a challenge, and climbed the 14 highest peaks in the Himalayas in 7 months, which was a record by a very large margin. So that's one worth watching if you get a chance. Thank you very much for listening.